Love it. It's so great. We have different people in different places. Good evening. We have some people already on YouTube saying hi. We have beautiful people here on Instagram as well. So great to see you. And it's the day of the second practice of the gratitude flow. And there are a few things that I want to say. First, that I love the feedback. So thank you. Keep them coming. Just DM us on Instagram, just send us an email, just send us messages on WhatsApp. It's wonderful to see everybody just flowing with the gratitude flow and life expanding. It's just so beautiful. The second thing I want to say is just to clarify something that I got a message that I'm actually going to read to you because it's going to make things a lot more simple. Just so you guys know, the Cardinal Method is simple and light, and it's really strong and powerful at the same time. So, yes, we create structure, and there are some things that are non negotiable, but a lot of it is very flexible. So, if you're watching the recording right now, if you're not live with us, I want to honor everybody who's live. But if you're watching the recording on YouTube or Instagram, you can start the gratitude flow anytime. It doesn't have to be on the day that we do this live session. So the gratitude flow started on Easter Sunday, which was April 17th of 2022, this collective gratitude flow. But if you watch the recording or if you started your gratitude flow on Monday or Wednesday or whenever, just respect the day of the week to create the fractal. So if you started on Wednesday, the next Wednesday you do your gratitude flow. And then just keep the day of the week sacred. But it can be any time in the 24 hours of the day. So if you do it at 7 a.m. on Wednesday, first practice, then the next Wednesday you do it at 3 p.m. It's the same flow. It doesn't matter. It could be in the range and the time frame of the 24 hours of the day. It doesn't have to be at the same time. But don't do it on a Monday and then do it on a Tuesday and then on a Thursday, because that's going to break the fractal. All the details about the gratitude flow are in the live session about the first practice, right? So you can just go there on YouTube or on Instagram. It's an IGTV. And I explain the basics of the gratitude flow. But listen to this. This girl who I love has sent me a message and saying, hope you're well, Paola. I did the gratitude flow from last week today. So this was sent to me this morning on Sunday, April 24th, which is the day of this recording. And she said, I had a lot going on in the weekend. It was really busy and this and that. So I did the gratitude flow today on Sunday when we're doing this live, and I'm explaining the second practice live today. So she started today with the first practice. So her question is it okay to do the second gratitude flow today on the same day that I started the first one just to keep up with the group? Or shall I wait for the next Sunday and be a week behind? So, yes, wait a week. So, if you started the gratitude flow today on Sunday, you're still in the vortex. Think about throwing a pebble or a stone in the lake and then the ripple effects. So, we threw the stone in the lake on Sunday when we started the gratitude flow, but it's ripple affecting on other days of the week. So, if you're watching this recording way later, you can still be in the vortex of the collective gratitude flow if you start the first practice on the last day that we do this together, because it's going to be ripple affecting. So on May 28th, which is the last practice, the seventh practice of the gratitude flow, live together explaining the practice, right? Because we're not going to be here together for 7 minutes. One of the practices is silence, so it makes no sense. We're going to be doing the practice by ourselves as our own individual practice, but we're creating the vortex together, connecting live on Sundays, but you can do your individual practice on any time of the week and still be in the flow. So if you start the first practice on Sunday, the 28th, you're still going to be in the vortex. And you can be doing this for 49 days or 7 weeks later, and the ripple effects are still going to be as effective as if you had done it on the first day with us live. Okay? So do not worry about that. It's pretty flexible. And as I said, it's simple and powerful. And it's meant to create flow in your life. The practices are so simple. It's a 7-minute practice once a week, but it ripple effects throughout the week. So this second practice, with the same crystal. Remember this, do not change crystals throughout the practices. That's going to break the fractal. That really disrupts the consistency. So the consistency is stay in the same day of the week, use the same crystal for 49 days, the 7 weeks, and always hold it in mandala mudra, right? So as you know, the gratitude flow practice is explained here in the book, Your Cardinal Connections. You can get it on Amazon. It's really easy. It's this cover, and this is the back cover, and this is the gratitude flow practice. It's chapter 7 of this book. You're going to hold the crystal in mandala mudra, place it on one hand, place the other hand below it, and create a circle with your thumbs, and just let your hands rest in mandala mudra in this hand position for 7 minutes as you do the affirmation. Now, the affirmation of the gratitude flow in the second week, right? The second practice. Just want to say hi to everyone who's here. Hello, Shu. Love you. Aldana, Danielle, beautiful. Wonderful to see you. Everyone on YouTube as well. Love you guys for being here live and also watching the recording. This is great. So, in the book, you have the affirmations, but I'm going to say it here to you. And also, I want to thank the people who are telling all other people that they know about the gratitude flow, right? And encouraging them to do the gratitude flow. It's awesome. Any human being can do the practices in this book, the inner child practice in chapter 6 and the gratitude flow practice on chapter 7. Anyone. It's really easy. It's meant to make your life easier, and it's really simple. So in chapter 7, you have the affirmations. So the second day, the second week, right? The second practice is all about honoring your ancestors and your parents. So, what we need to say about this is that our parents and our ancestors are actually an unfolding of God in our lives. This is not just me saying this. It's not just about the Cardinal Method. This is Beth Hellinger, the creator of Family Constellations, who says that as human beings, incarnated in a human body with the biological inheritance of our ancestors and parents, our parents and ancestors are God to us. Through them, life has been given to us. So in the first week, we honor God. In the second week, we honor God's instruments to give us life, right? So a lot of people, and believe me, I work with this in my practice. So many people say, yeah, but my dad was far from the ideal father. My mother was far from the ideal mother. It's not easy to honor them. They created so much damage for me. And yes, I know everybody has a story, and some people's lives were really rough, but focus on the life that's been given to you. The challenges that you went through with your parents probably were not easy, but if you focus on the blessing of being given life, your life will be easier. And when it comes to ancestors, often, most of the time, we don't know even their names, right? We don't even know who they are. We know our grandparents' names, but great grandparents were already in luck, let alone fifth, sixth, seventh generations. But we are often unconsciously connected to our ancestors in not a very good way. We even had this weekend, we have a video on YouTube, you guys can watch that, which is about behaviors in the present moment that may be coming from a root cause in the past. It could be related to our ancestors. So we need ancestral healing if our lives are not working that well, if something is not great in the present moment, it could be an ancestral energy. And if we honor our ancestors, that's why the Cardinal Method practices and the gratitude flow are so powerful. We are purifying our inner world. And the more we release blockages within, the more we release blockages outside of us. The outer life, our outer experience, our physical experience is just a mirror image of our souls, our bodies, our finances, our relationships, our environments. Everything is a mirror image of our souls. So if something's not going that great in your life, when you honor this layer of consciousness, which is your relationship with your parents and your relationship with your ancestors, a lot of blockages start to dissolve. It's about love. It's about the heart. It's about gratitude for life. The gratitude flow is about heart energy and love and allowing yourself to love yourself and life and everyone, right? Coming from a place of consciousness. It's not blind love or even making yourself love other people or be a nice person. It's not that kind of childish attitude. It's about mature, conscious, spiritual love, unconditional love of God Most High, the Creator, your higher self. So, when we choose to love and honor our parents and ancestors from a place of higher consciousness, our lives begin to shift. That's why I want to again thank you all for the feedback you've been giving me in direct messages and emails, just telling me how is the gratitude flow ripple affecting in your life throughout the week. We had one practice last Sunday, and throughout the week those 7 minutes of the gratitude flow practice has started to create shifts in people's lives. So now it's going to be even stronger, because as we go in the flow one step at a time, it's an ascending spiral of higher consciousness and purification. So, step two is stronger. It's going to create stronger shifts in your life. And I cannot wait to know how 7 minutes that you do the practice on the day of the week that you have chosen, it's going to be reverberating in set for 7 days until we meet again for the third practice, which has a whole other focus, right? So, in the book, you have the affirmation of the second week. It's actually a triple affirmation. Just to recap, you're going to pick up your crystal, the same crystal that you used in the first practice a week before. Mandala Mudra. Hold your thumbs together, circle, place your hands on your lap just to relax. And for 7 minutes, you're going to be repeating this triple affirmation. You can repeat it out loud or mentally. I like to repeat it out loud because I engage the throat chakra, I engage my voice. The cells of your body love to hear your own voice talking to them. It's like a little party, and especially when you say good words and words of healing. And affirmations are so powerful, they act on the neural pathways of your brain. The cells love it. And again, I mentioned this before in the first live session. If you haven't watched it, it's on IGTV on Instagram, and it's also on YouTube, the first live session. This is actually an image of a human cell in a perfect state of health. So we really are working on a cellular level here. And any human being can do the Cardinal Method practices in this book again, right? So what you're going to do is get the crystal near you, get your phone, put it on the timer. The timer should be set for 7 minutes. And in Mandala Mudra, holding your crystal like this, you're going to be repeating the affirmation for 7 minutes. Some people say, oh my God, this is boring. And let me tell you something, spirituality is going to be boring for your ego, and it's going to be boring for your inner child, but it's not boring for your higher self. And it's going to change your life. When you lead a spiritual life, when you have a spiritual connection, your life flows in much more abundance, much more health, well-being, and awesomeness. Okay. So don't give me the boring excuse when you do this. It's 7 minutes. And again, you're going to feel something shifting within you. And a lot of people tell me, I actually want to keep going. The 7 minutes were not enough. That state of well being was so powerful. I wanted to keep going. But remember, this is the structure of the Cardinal Method. Don't overdo it. It's 7 minutes. Okay. That will ripple effect for 7 days as we go through the flow. So what's the triple affirmation? Number one, all my dear ancestors, thank you for my life. Dear Dad, thank you for my life. Dear Mom, thank you for my life. We say dear as a way of honoring and as a way of engaging the love in our hearts. Gratitude is about love. Gratitude is about the heart. And the cardinal method is literally about the heart too. Cardinal has to do with the cardinal directions, right? North, south, east, west. But also it's related to cardio, which is the heart energy. And love heals your life. Love heals everything. So we're really connecting to love in the gratitude flow. So again, let's do this together, right? We're not going to do the 7 minutes in the live sessions. This is just for us to touch base and know that we're in a collective gratitude flow connection. But you're going to do this on your own. I'm going to do this on my own too. I'm going to give you feedback on Instagram and also on YouTube about how it was for me to do the gratitude flow practice each week. So just to do this again, let's just recap how the practice works. Focus on your parents and ancestors. Thank them for your life. Focus on the life that's been given to you, regardless of your parents' flaws. And if you have any ancestral issues that you are unaware of, try to seek ancestral healing. It can really help you so much. There's a lot of content on YouTube about this in my YouTube channel. And you can always DM me and I'll direct you to exactly which video you should watch, depending on whatever it is that you need to deal with, right? So 7 minutes on your phone, the same crystal that you used in the first practice. If you haven't started the gratitude flow yet, you can start anytime until May 28th to be with us in the collective flow, or you can do this anytime in your own timing. You can just ask me for any kind of orientation if you need to in the DMs, or you can get the book on Amazon. It's really easy to find, your Cardinal Connections. And just do this 7 minutes on your phone, crystal in your hand, mandala mudra. My dear ancestors, thank you for my life. Dear dad, thank you for my life. Dear mom, thank you for my life. My dear ancestors, thank you for my life. Dear dad, thank you for my life. Dear mom, thank you for my life. My dear ancestors, thank you for my life. Dear dad, thank you for my life. Dear mom, thank you for my life. Mentally or speaking it out loud. Just keep repeating it like a mantra for 7 minutes, and it will create shifts in your life. It's a really powerful practice. All of them are, right? All the 7 practices of the gratitude flow are extremely powerful. And the gratitude flow is about rebirth. You're going to be reborn into your higher self, releasing blockages that your inner child has created, that your ego has created. So the gratitude flow is especially to allow the energy to flow up to your heart. The ego is possibly the greatest inner enemy to your spirituality and to the surrender into love. The ego is very much about power. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not kidding. We do need personal power, divine personal power, but it has a threshold. If you live in power, your life is not meaningful. It needs to ascend into the heart. And then you have an infinite life coming from the heart. All right. So thank you, everybody, for your beautiful presences here. It has been great to be live with you. Remember, the Cardinal Method is simple and strong. It's very light and very powerful at the same time. So we meet here, we connect to each other on a heart level, and then we go do our gratitude flow practice whenever we're ready. It could be on Sunday, it could be on any other day of the week. Just respect the fractal and just do it on the same weekday in the 24-hour time frame of that day. All right. Thank you, everybody. Many blessings to you all, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you for your presences live on Instagram and also on YouTube. It's been a great connection. And we'll see each other again next week for the 3rd practice. And remember, observe your week. You do the practice, observe the days that follow and how you feel and the insight you're going to get and the shifts that you're going to see happening within and in your outer life. See you guys soon. Thank you. Many blessings. Bye-bye.